Okay. On this one here, everybody, notice what's different? You have fractions on what?
Both sides.
Both sides. There are several ways to do it. I'm going to kind of do this first, though. All right, y'all? I'm going to go ahead and get a common denominator right here now, just kind of make it work a little bit easier for me. I'm going to ignore the negatives for a second. Notice, if I have an x minus 5 here and an x minus 6 here, the common denominator is simply just to multiply this side by guess what?
5 and 6.
Yeah, the x minus 5, because that's going to FOIL. Only I'm not even going to have to FOIL it. Everybody got it? I need my answers in factor form, so I'm not even going to what? FOIL it. And guess what I have to multiply this side by? X what?
6.
Minus 6 over x minus 6 times that right there. Now that negative, I'm just going to treat that as like a negative 10, and that is a what? Negative what? 11. Everybody got it? I'm going to treat the top number as the negative. Okay, make things a little easy for us. So here's what I'm going to do. What is negative 10 times x? Negative 10x. And negative 10 times that's to make a plus 60 over. Now, y'all, you could multiply it, but if I multiply it, guess what I'm going to have to do anyway? Turn around and guess what? Factor it right back. So why do that, right? Equals. And negative 11 times that makes negative 11x plus 55 over this x minus 6, what? X minus what? 5. Okay? Now, y'all, is one side equal to 0? No. So now I need to what? Get one side what? Equal to what? 0. Which basically, I'm going to make, this is still going to be a common, my denominators are the same, right? Correct? So now I'm going to do it this way here. I'm going to move everything over here. First off, because if I add 11x here and 11x here, what's that going to do to my 11x minus 10x makes it what? Positive what? Positive 1x, right? Correct? Right? All right. Now then, I need to now minus what? 55 from each side, correct? What's 60 minus 55? A what? Plus what? Everybody see this, right? And this would still be what? Greater than or equal to what? 0. Greater than or equal to 0. Okay? Woohoo! What was the next step once I get it here? So remember? Once I get it here, they're factored, right? Set them all equal to what? 0. I need to do x plus 5 equals 0. I need to do x minus 6 equals 0. And I need to do, guess what? X minus 5 equals what? 0. Everybody got it? Now here's what I saw in the papers, things. I think this might be what they were talking about. I don't know. I mean, technically it's just a minus 5, so x equals what? Negative 5. Here I would what? Add 6, so x equals what? 6. And here I would add 5, so x equals, and they end up being what? Inside what? Liars. Everybody got that? Inside liars. Okay? Now y'all, I'm going to rewrite this problem just up here because I'm fixing to erase some stuff. So I have some room on my board. Okay? I'm just going to write this right here. It made x plus 5 over x minus 6, x minus 5, greater than or equal to what? 0. If I have that, I'm going to erase this right here. I'm going to erase this right here so I got some space to do my graphing stuff, okay? So as I do that here, now here's where I want to kind of cheat a little bit. I know I have numbers at what? We said what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is negative 5 right here. Is negative 5, that's the top part. Can the top part, can the top be 0? Can the numerator be 0? Yes, so this one needs to be what? Colored what? So I know negative 5 is part of the solution. But what do I know about 1, 2, 3, 4? What do I know about 5? Can 5, because 5 minus 5 makes 0. Can 5 be part of the solution? Can 5 be colored in? No, it's also in the what? denominator, right? So it can't be. Now, y'all, this is technically 6. I'm going to put 6 here just so I got a space. And guess what? 5 and 6 cannot be what? Part of the what? Solution. Everybody got that? 5 and 6 can't be part of the solution. So what I need to do now is what? Pick some what? Numbers. I need a number what? Left of here. I need a number between here. I probably would use what? Check 0. I need a number larger than 6. I probably would check what? 7. And I need to check a number between 5 and 6. What's the number between 5 and 6? Yeah, I probably use 5 point what? 5, right? Probably some math teachers going, no, you should use 11 halves. But 11 halves is what? 5.5, right? Well, I can go up here and plug them in this problem and do all the stuff, or I can just go to my handy dandy what? What? Calculator. Let's go to the calculator. Turn it on first. Y equals. And now I'm going to type this one in. Everybody got it? I'm typing in the green one. Everybody got that? I'm typing in the green one. So I'm going to do this second alpha y equals option 1. And I'm going to put x. And the nice thing about this is I don't have to put the parentheses on the top one. But I need to put the parentheses on the bottom because they're still being what? Multiplied together, right? So I'm going to go parentheses x minus 6, close parentheses, parentheses what? X minus 5, close the parentheses. Now if you want to graph it, you can. You don't have to. Looks like there's an asymptote somewhere out here between those two numbers, right? Let's do this here. Second what? Table. Well, let's do this here. Look up here, right here. Am I looking for, notice, I'm looking for values greater than or equal to 0. So am I looking for positive ones or negative ones?
Positive.
Positive. So let's go over here. Look at negative 9. Negative 9, 8, 7, 6. These answers are all what? Negative. Am I looking for negatives?
No.
So I know this side's what? Not part of the solution, right? And look at negative 5. It's 0, right? We saw that that's going to be true. And notice we see at negative 4, I have 1/90th. 1 over 90. That's a really tiny number. But if I put negative 4 in the problem, I would get 1 over 90. But that's a positive, right? Mm-hmm. Correct? And even so, you know what? I kind of said let's check 0 out. We can, if I want to do the math and go down here to 0. 0 is a positive 1/6. So these are all what? So I know these answers are all what? Numbers I'm looking for, right? So I kind of colored in. I know those are good answers, right? So let's keep going down. I need to go at least to what? 5. Notice 5 and 6 give me error. And what do you see at 7? 7 we see what? Positive answers, right? So I know these answers are what? What I don't know is the answers between what? 5 and what? And looky here being right. So I might need to test what? 5.5 what? Now, and here's the thing, y'all. I don't really have to do the math for 5.5. All I need to know is whether it's what? Positive or what? So let's go up here. And if I put 5.5 right here, well, 5.5 plus 0.5, that's 10.5. And 10.5 is what? It's a positive, correct? Right? And if I put 5.5 here, minus 6 means I've got a negative 0.5, right? Which means I have a negative here. And if I have 5.5 here, that's minus 5 means I have a times a positive 0.5, which is a positive. Now, y'all, technically you have 10.5 over this negative 0.25, which I could divide and get a negative answer. But all I really need to know is what? A positive divided by positive made a what? Negative. And negative answers are what? Not what I'm what? Looking for. It's going to be a really big number way down, my graph way down, that's why I didn't show up, okay? So, here's what I know. The answers between what? Negative 5 and 5 are what? Good, right? So negative 5 and 5. However, is negative 5 part of the answer? So it's a bracket. Is 5 part of the answer? No. And then it goes, the union, 6 is an answer. Is 6 part of the solution? So it's a parentheses and it goes to what? Infinities. And infinities are never what? Are never brackets. So that would be your answer right there to that particular number. All right. Notice the calculator was a what? Huge what? Help, wasn't it?